lights are on bright, and it's Monday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
When we saw this matchup long ago, we never imagined that one side would come in riding a 5-game losing streak.
Man, with all their good players to lose 5 in a row, it's hard to believe. But you know what? It's guys taking chances, not doing just their job, trying to do more. Don't try to be a star. Do your job. And if they do that here today, they have a great chance of winning and getting off this 5-game losing streak.
The Giants from the 22. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
2nd and 4 following the run.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. It's caught by Devontae Parker. Houston's there to make the tackle.
If you got a defensive back that's scared to death and not going to give up the big play, you've got to run things like this. The out route, nice route by the wide receiver, and a good throw by the quarterback.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They're going to run it on the toss. And it's Clay Matthews in on the play.
This gives an offense a lot of momentum. It gives everybody confidence. This running back, he's sitting there going, keep giving it to me, man, because I can make it happen.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line.
Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll run it here. And pick up about 4. Here's our look at the Giants offense. Hoping to crank out some yardage on the ground today. So far on the season, they've been only middle of the pack.
Inside the 20 now at the 19.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Hyde's there to make the tackle.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
The Giants doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. Touchdown, marching right down the field for an opening score.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Giants getting ready to kick it away. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. First down at the 20. Here's the handoff. Freeman's met at the 23.
Freeman's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
And Rodgers will hand it off.
Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs, and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First and 10.
Takes it again. Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
The Giants defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving them hand signals.
Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Packers offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season. They face third down after the incomplete pass.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
The Packers take it from the 33. Going for the home run. Makes the play.
Nothing like a receiver who can just put his head down and go after the football. That's what he did that time. Nice throw by the quarterback. Watch the receiver at the last second, looks up and makes the catch.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Airing it out. Here's the Giants defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. Heading to the line at the 22. Rodgers setting up now in the pistol.
Second down and 10.
They'll go ground. Tackle down at the 22.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
After that run, it's still 3rd and 9 to go. The Giants come out in a dime package.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Randall Cobb has the reception. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. Now 1st and 10. Freeman's going to take the handoff now.
The Packers know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Good for only a yard.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Packers still driving as the second quarter gets underway. This has been a long drive so far.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle.
Collins is the one who made the big stop. Should be an easy one here.
And the kick is good for 3.
That field goal narrows the gap here in the early part of the second quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it was a good drive, Jim, that time. It's a morale booster. It gives you energy and did everything for your football team. I know it was just a field goal, but I thought it was very important for the football team.
The Giants coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
The Giants will look to get set. Been a close game so far. The score's 7-3.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The grab by Vernon Davis. After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Down the field. Pass is intercepted. Just out of the first quarter, and we'll see now if the offense can capitalize on this opportunity to get back into the game.
I would expect them to right here. They understand after a couple times out there what the defense is doing. Now take advantage of that, especially in this situation right after a turnover.
The Packers go with 2 tight ends on this play. Aaron Rodgers to Randall Cobb, and that's an incompletion.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
2nd down after the incompletion. Aaron Rodgers will be under center. Devontae Freeman with the reception. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. It's 3rd down coming up. Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun. Looking long. Wow, what a catch.
There's just so few quarterbacks who know how to throw it high and far anymore. Nice job that time by the quarterback. That throw was right on the money. This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage. The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
1st down and 10. Got hit on the release. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
2nd and 10. Rodgers going to take off with it. And the pass is thrown away.
Well, there's no doubt what to do in a situation like this. You do not take a chance and put your team in a position where they have to make a big comeback in the second half.
Failing to connect there, third down.
The Giants with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Packers from the 37.
He'll throw it over the middle. Intercepted!
We've got a tight one early in the second quarter, and now the offense will look to build on the lead coming off the interception.
Yeah, you know, it was a good job by the defense taking nothing away from them. But what was the offense thinking with that play call and that throw by the quarterback?
The Giants take it from the 28. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 3 after that last carry. The Giants will approach this play from out of the pistol. To the ground. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. And with these incredible rushing numbers, it's no surprise to see this team on top.
They are dominating on the offensive line. There's no question about that. They're being very physical, and that's why they're leading this football game.
The Giants from the 37. And he'll hand it off to the fullback.
First and 10. Down the field. And there's
Going to take it the distance.
going to take it home for the touchdown.
And it looks like their lead will be quite sizable by halftime as long as their defense can hang on to it for the rest of this quarter.
This has been one lopsided game so far here, Jim. And, you know, I'm going to look at the defense. You've got to get out there, show some pride. Somebody's got to make a play to turn this game around.
And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
The Packers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
First down at the 16. And it's just thrown away. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
And they can't connect.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on 3rd down after that incompletion. The Packers at the line of scrimmage, split backfield. They need to get the play off. Rodgers from the shotgun. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. They're in punting formation. Set up return. Here he goes. Burnett's there to make the stop.
The Giants know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
The Giants come to the line with a bunch set. First down at the 49. Cruz had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
That's second down coming up.
He'll take the snap from the gun. And he hauls it in. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Flip to the outside.
He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff made. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. The line of scrimmage right at the 9.
Let's go.
Nick Perry has the sack.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Giants have a 3rd down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on 3rd down. Shane Vereen lined up in the backfield.
3rd down and 11. Could have been intercepted.
It's tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. How important was it, Phil, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
And you got to look at the team that's trailing right now. You got to go in at halftime and change what you're doing, because what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Packers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
That's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
First down at the 29. And they deck the quarterback.
A lot of things to look at if you're a quarterback in this league now, isn't it? You're looking at safeties, you look at linebackers, but you forget, hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise, good timing, and a nice sack by the corner.
Rodgers by himself in the backfield. Rodgers got it in the gun.
Well, I know this. When it comes to these situations, don't take a chance, because if you do, I promise you, it's going to backfire.
This is 3rd down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Rodgers back in shotgun formation.
Got drilled as he throws it.
The Packers don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines.
The Giants will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
1st down at the 33. That's a gain of 6. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
Wasting no time now for this next play.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. What a catch. That's his first reception today. The Giants call a timeout and are left now with only one. Coming to the line at the 30.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
From the gun. And Parker has a reception. Parker's marked down after a gain of 9.
Quickly to the line. 2nd down and 1.
What a catch by Odell Beckham Jr.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Out of the shotgun formation. It's intercepted.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
The Packers got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Aaron Rodgers out to James Jones. The Packers signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
The Giants will come out in the dime.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Giants will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
And he'll start his return.
And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
The Packers retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
The Packers will take the snap from the 30. They'll mark him at the 40.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and 1 coming up.
26.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. Dropping back 3. The reception by Lacey. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they go with it from here.
First down on the way. Handoff out of the I formation. It's now 2nd down. Rodgers sends it to Cobb.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Looking to go deep. Touchdown. And they get one back. You can always see the mark of great coaching, Phil, with adjustments at halftime, and that touchdown certainly has changed the tenor of this one.
That's what this league is about. You practice all week to get ready for a football game, and then on the fly in 10 minutes, you might have to change what you're thinking. They did it, and it got them right back in this game.
Jones is going to test the coverage here. He's brought down. That return's good for about 23.
The Giants offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 18. Huge grab by Odell Beckham Jr.
Well, the defense, they give up a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
First down at the 36. Toss to the outside. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Giants come out in the pistol. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Second and 9. They'll go ground. That's a gain of 7. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Third down. The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Moore is able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Packers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Set up now at the 42.
Press coverage all the way. Freeman's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. 2nd down and 8. Freeman's taking the handoff. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Freeman's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Third down following the run. The Packers need to get to the 34 for a first down. Looking long. Crosby now lined up for the field goal attempt. The kick, it's through there. The kick is good. That field goal definitely helps their cause, but they're still going to have plenty of work to do in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no question, but you know what? You said it right. They still have the fourth quarter, so this is a long game. Take the positives out of that field goal and just march forward.
The Giants just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
This will be 2nd down. And now here's the toss. Tackled right around midfield.
Well, here we are in the second half of a tight game, and you always hear this: control the tempo of the game, just move the chains, and that's what the offense did that time. Picked up the first down and just keep marching from here.
Coming to the line at the 50.
The Giants come out in a bunch set.
Out of the gun.
It's into the surefire hands of Odell Beckham Jr. After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. The give this time to the fullback.
The football sits at the 40.
First down at the 40. Wide to the left. Has 12 on this play. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day. The Giants offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter.
They come to the line at the 28. They bring in the extra tight end.
Let's go.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. And it's complete to Vernon Davis. That's reception number 2 for him. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
It's caught by Devontae Parker. Touchdown, New York Giants. Parker's second touchdown of the game. The Giants with an extra point try on the way. Makes the PAT. The Packers are back deep, ready to return. And he takes the knee. Rodgers will now bring his offense onto the field and start this next drive at the 20. The Packers back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So would not be surprised to see them to go out there and have success again.
Freeman's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. He's tackled right at the 24.
Freeman's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Rodgers over to Nelson.
Jim, here in the fourth quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets the completion. Good job.
Third down on the way.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center. The Giants lined up in the nickel.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Rodgers. No one's going to get him now. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. Early in the fourth, and they've climbed back into this one quite nicely. That touchdown couldn't have come at a better time.
Awesome job by him getting out there, finding a way to make this game close by scoring that touchdown. But listen, as a coach, don't do anything stupid like onside kicking and take your team and put them right back in a tough situation.
That hurts. The two-point try is denied.
Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff.
They're setting up the return. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The Giants offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they've run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
And Matthews is able to read that play and make the hit.
Giants offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Giants snap it up at the 26. Parker's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. First down at the 44. And Perry in on the tackle. They came out here in the first half and established the run, and they haven't let up since halftime.
They haven't. We have a very good run offensive line out here today. We got a really good running back, and the coaches, they kept giving the running back the football, and they are getting it done.
The Giants are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. He'll take the snap about midway through the floor. Parker's got the catch and the first.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Let's go.
First down at the 41. Looking for some daylight up the middle. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. We're late in the fourth, and the offense is just trying to sit on the lead. Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the fourth. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Second and 8. And here's the toss. That picks up 7. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day. No surprise, they immediately call the timeout. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. This play call is for the fullback. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. First down here after the run. 2 tight ends on the field here. They call his number once more. In the end, it picks up only a yard. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. Second down here. Tosses the football. And Perry in on the tackle. And here's a stat line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil. This running back getting it done once again on the ground.
No surprise, that is right. Listen, this team practices the running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out.
It'll be third down. The Giants snap it at the 26. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Good job that time by the defense. They're down. It's in the fourth quarter. They are expecting the offense to run the football, and they stop it for a couple yards.
The Giants are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. And Gay's lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 2 today. The kick is good.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
The Giants getting set for the kickoff. He's churning ahead. Wilson's there to take him down. That return's good for about 21. The Packers offense takes the field, and they are absolutely in desperate need of a big-time drive here to put points on the board.
The one thing we do know, since you are behind, the defense most likely is going to be very conservative the first couple calls. So make sure you have play calls to take advantage of the fact that they're going to be very conservative on the defensive side.
First down at the 18. That pass was hurried. Coming off that incompletion, that leaves just enough time for one more snap.
Yeah, one more play, and you never know what's going to happen in the NFL when you have one play. There's so many talented receivers. They can make big plays even when they're not there. It's going to be fun to watch.
The Packers with probably their final chance coming up. Second down and 10. Rodgers going to take off with it. Launches it down the field. Nice catch. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it, as they will not get another playoff in time. You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you, having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country. All your peers, they watch you. It just doesn't get better.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.